Hello, YouTube. Thought I'd see how everyone's doing. I look a wreck, but it's hot, and for some reason, eyes been itchy. Don't know why. Guess it's not pink eye. I don't think it's not. It's just something that happens randomly sometimes. And I have a stuffy nose, but I think it's because it's warm. I saw my boyfriend yesterday now because now it's August 1st, whatever. I saw him like the last day of July. Oh, sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. We saw each other for a short time and then he had to go home because he had work. Yeah, we don't normally see each other during the week because he usually works the entire week and I live like 30 minutes away from him. Still lives in another town, nonetheless. By the end of the month, hopefully, he'll figure it out. I'm supposed to be moving in with him. No, I'm not forcing him. He set this deadline himself, and I did not remind him. He's going to figure it out on his own. My queen is doing good. She was under the weather, but she's doing better now. And I sort of have Ethernet on my Switch and on my laptop. I've never experienced Ethernet a day in my existence, so it's pretty interesting, really. Yeah, I know it's not really an upgrade, but it is something for me. I recently played something called Fortune Street. It's basically Monopoly, but I guess Nintendo style. I never heard of the game, but my friend just tried it out. It was fun. Oh my, I really, ugh. I'm happy for those that are still around. I noticed that I have a little decline going with views and people. I'm sorry for that. I am doing the best I can, really. It happens, right? I hope that I eventually climb back up, but if I don't, I don't, you know? It's not like I don't try very hard. I mean, I do try. I'm just not good, I guess. Oh my eye. I did celebrate my birthday. Of course, I did a birthday thing before my birthday ended. My boyfriend was super sweet. Took me around. He got me ice cream. He got me dinner and drove me around. I mean, I wanted to spend it with the queen, but she had her own issues, I guess. I didn't want to get into that with her, and I didn't want to be stressed out. I still have a few doctor's appointments eventually starting. I have to see what goes on with that. I don't know. I mean, what else is new, right? My eye. Yeah, it just randomly started to itch. No, not pink eye. I know what pink eye is. I've had them in both of them before. This ain't it. It's like every now and then I'll start itching and I start rubbing. I shouldn't, but I did. Even though I put eye drops in it, it's still red and it's still poofy. It'll go away at some point. It usually does. My plans are still my plans, even if they're not perfect or easy. Well, my plan to have children is still underway. I don't know what to do yet. We'll see what happens when I see the doctors. They never once said I couldn't, so we're going to see what goes on there. And if I can't, I can't, It's not like I planned it that way. I mean, I always thought that me and children never mixed because I didn't feel like I had the maternal instinct. But I have it on some level, and I feel like I might. No, you know? And no, not because I'm running out of time. I've always wanted kids at some point in my life. I just never had the right person. And now I have the right person, but it's late in life, and it sucks because now it's like I have a really short time span to do everything, and I can't pull everything off. I mean, really. Oh my gosh, I have to lay down, sorry. I feel bad because I love my boyfriend to pieces, but I do feel like I'm holding him back because he's younger than me. And yes, I know I shouldn't feel that way, but because I have so much going on with me, it's like I feel old. And then you want to compile that with all the health issues that I didn't even do anything to get. Like, some of them just happened to be there. It's like one after another, after another, after another. I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I told him I'm doing my very hardest to keep up with him, but I also said I do have a limit. I will die trying to keep up with you if I don't admire my own limits. You see, it's not like I don't try. I do try very hard. As far as my health goes, I do my very, very hardest to not do horrible. And I know that no matter what I do, it's just going to be the way it is. Not from lack of trying, though. My boyfriend's going to be 30 next year. And he's good. He's catching up at least with that, but I feel like he deserves someone younger, someone that can keep up with him. And I feel so bad when I can't. He took me somewhere on the weekend. I was there with his family, and I felt so sad. I mean, I felt accomplished because I actually made it through the hike and made it through everything, but then I felt a wave of guilt because he kept having to stay with me instead of just keeping up with them. Imagine how that feels. And I shouldn't feel that way because I did try. I really did. But I have a limit. And whether I like it or not, I have to admire my limits, which means I have to appreciate the fact that I can never really keep up with him like that. I am not as young as I used to be. I get it. I mean, 39 is a huge gap, and I always knew that. And I never felt it until now because he never made me feel like I had to keep up with him. But now it's like he wants to be active, and I'm doing my best to be active, but moderately because I cannot do it all like he can. I mean, when I went out with that hike, it was fun, but it was horrible because I had to be strategic on my movements. I still got injured because I almost tripped over a branch and I hurt my ankle. Well, I didn't really hurt it. It wasn't even a fracture. It was just a sprain or something. I was sore for days, and I still get that every now and then when it rains. Oh well. Point is that I have to admire that because I do have asthma. Yeah, of course. On top of everything else, yeah, I have controlled asthma. But if I don't want it to ever be active, when I go out, I have to be very careful on how I handle things. And he doesn't seem to get it because he has no health issues. Oh, we don't know if he has health issues because he doesn't like doctors, so he'll refuse to go. It's not like I haven't tried. Oh, boy, have I tried. He just doesn't like him. I don't like him either, but I still go. As much as I hate it, I still go, and he doesn't. But, like I said, I don't have too many health issues, like crazy ones. I mean, I have arthritis in my lower back. I didn't know that until like a few months ago. And it was bad because now it hurts sometimes a lot. I've been struggling with that lately. And then sometimes my ankles hurt, but it's not always, it's just sometimes. I do have an eye condition. No one knows how I got that. You could see it. See? The white thing in my eye? That's the nodule degeneration. It's called Salzman's nodule degeneration, and I see a specialist for that one. I don't need surgery yet, but he'll let me know if I need it. They're going to scrape my corneas clean, and I may not need surgery after that for like 10 years. Great, right? Or I can come back in 10 years if I need it. I don't know. I forgot the details, but whatever it is, it's not hurting me. The asthma doesn't hurt me unless it's been rare because I do have a backup inhaler, but I don't use it very often unless I feel like I really need it. And even it's been a good minute before I needed it. The asthma thing is controlled as long as I'm careful of how I go about things. As much as I want to keep up with my boyfriend, I love him, I can't. And I told him, it's not like I don't want to keep up with you. I do my best to. And I feel so bad when I can't. I feel like I'm failing him and I fail myself. But I realize that the only way I feel myself is if I don't keep trying, and I do. But if I can't, I can't. And he just doesn't get that. I mean, oh, he's younger than you. It's going to be like that. No. He has to learn that if you're in a relationship, you got to compromise with the other person you're with. And he's just not getting that because he lives on his own. I mean, he's lived on his own for a good long time since his father, may he rest in peace, passed away. And I totally understand that he just doesn't have a limit and whatnot. But I'm going to start living with him and I'm going to be with him. I've been with him for another 3 years. So the point is that he needs to compromise on that. I do what I have to do to be with him and all that. And I don't care. That's nothing. But he has to realize that whether I like it or not, there's a limitation to me. And don't think I like it. I have a migraine condition, an asthma condition, a back condition. I mean, it's like I have never-ending issues. And the sad part is I didn't do anything to get them. I mean, it's kind of like endometriosis. I didn't do anything to get that. It was hereditary. Someone in the family had it, and I guess it just skipped a generation, but it didn't skip me. My point is that things happen. I get it. But it's hard because I want to be everywhere and do everything, and I can't. I have my own limitations that, whether I like it or not, they're there. Do I feel bad about it? Always. But I realize that I can't keep beating myself up about it. There's always going to be something I can't do. And as much as I love my relationship and I love him, I did ask him, why don't you find someone younger? And I don't want to do that to him because I do really love him, but he needs someone that can keep up with him, and I feel like I can't. And he said, no, I love you. I love him too, but he has to he has to cut me some slack. It's not like I don't try. I try very hard. I try very hard to take care of myself. I try very hard to keep up with him. I just don't know what to do anymore. Oh, no, I shouldn't keep up with him. He should slow down to keep up with me. I know that. And he's done that. But I feel like it's not fair to him that he has to do that. I've been feeling like that for a while. I tried to tell him, but I don't think he gets it. Oh, no, my eye again. Ugh. I don't know what to do about it. Because we do have a good relationship, nearly 3 years and strong and still going. Like, we're still very much in love. That we say we love each other and we talk all the time still. Well, of course, when he's not at work, because he works like crazy. But I don't know what to do about the keeping up with him part. Yeah, I shouldn't have to, because he has to. And he does. But sometimes it can't always be him. It has to be me, too. How do I keep up with him without sacrificing myself to the wolves or something? There's no way, is there? I could tell there really isn't. I've been back and forth for months on what to do next. I know what I want to do with my life. And as sad as this is, I don't know how I'm going to do it with him or without him. I know that at my age I shouldn't even be trying to have a kid, but I already set myself the limit. It's at the end of my 40th year. When I start my 40th year, it's when my time clock closes for good. The sad part is I didn't get to try, and I never even got to physically do anything to get to it. Oh, I should have did this when I was younger, Mom says. Well, I didn't have the right partner, and whether I was younger or not, I still had this lovely condition then too. And then what? It would be the same deal, only I'd be younger, right? I'd have more time to deal with it. I feel like the decision to do this was always taken out of my hands, and it's not fair. And the decision to do it is still out of my hands because I still can't. I will try to adopt, probably, if it's possible. But I'm not going to be able to, probably, because of the situation with my financials. I'm on SSI because I cannot work. Because I already have a magnifying glass on me. I don't think I'll be able to have any adoptive kids. I'm probably wrong on that, but if I am, great. If I'm not, oh well, right? The sad part about SSI is that I can never actually get married. Yeah, you heard me. The one sacrifice you give up is that you can never really get married. And it's sad because I've never been married, you know? I want to marry who I'm with, and I want to be with him for as long as possible. And that's all I've ever wanted. I don't know what's going to go down with that. I mean, despite seeing everything, I'm always the one that loses that deal, huh? I'm still playing Animal Crossing from the beginning, New Horizons. I had to start over. It was a casualty of switching to the Switch OLED, which has been amazing. Persona 5 Royale I'm going to still play more of. I have a lot of games. Oh, and I got The Lost Sphere. I didn't start it yet, but I will. And I got Spyro Ignited Trilogies finally for the Switch. However, I'm not going to play that for a bit. My friend and I want to play it together. But, we just haven't gotten to that yet. The point is that I feel like I'm always at odds with myself. And I feel like I'm not good enough sometimes. For anyone, really. No one wants a person that can't have kids or can't work. I mean, I've been in the dating world before. If I ever leave him, I won't find no one else. Reality is there's no one else for me but him. Not because I don't have a choice, but because he's everything I've ever wanted in someone. He's sweet, he's kind, he's funny, generous, loving, caring, patient. I mean, I wish I could show you him, and I know you probably think I'm making him up, but I will get him on camera, hook or by crook. Won't be easy, but I will. It has to be when he's in a dead sleep. And yeah, I know that that's the wrong way to go, but asking him doesn't work. He runs. Eventually he'll agree to it. I don't know. But he's my guy. I couldn't have asked for better. Sometimes I wish I had met him sooner, but then I realized that if I had met him sooner, things wouldn't be the way they are now. Sometimes you have to go through a lot of hell, and a lot of heartache, and a lot of rejection, and discrimination, and all of the above, humiliation, just to find the right one, and I did all that. I've been age discriminated, I've been disabled discriminated. Well, I know those really don't exist, but my point is that I've been disgraced in every possible way, shape, way, or form when it comes to that part of my life. It's not easy. It has never been easy for me, and the only reason I took the stupid SSI thing was because I don't want to be anyone's burden. I don't want no one to feel sorry for me, and I don't want to be anyone's hindrance. But the downside to being on it is that even though I get everything I need to do and more, like medicals and whatnot, the indignity you suffer for it, the stigma, you think that it's just so easy to do it. No, it's not. You sacrifice yourself in a lot of different ways to keep it. You sacrifice a lot of you. Unfortunately, I'm seen as everything in the book you're not supposed to say to anyone, because that's just how they see you. You're not seen as smart, you're seen as an invalid. And yeah, that's the reality. And that's how I'll always be seen as until I give it up. Worst part is if I give it up, it's a wrap because I can't work. I physically can't stand for too long because of now that I have arthritis in my lower back. I physically don't think I can do a hard work like that. And it's not that I wouldn't, because I used to work very hard. But now that I'm the way I am, I can't. Yeah, SSI lets you work, but you have to stop at a certain time. No job will hire you for that. Oh, what are you going to say? Boss, I have to go. It's time for me to go. No, they're not going to accept you for that. Why hire you in the first place, they're going to say. You know? My point is that I want to live a good life. despite everything that I have to go through for it. I mean, I try. I really do. I know I shouldn't have unloaded all that on you guys, but figured, why not? You guys are here for me too. Did I tell my boyfriend? Yeah, he knows. He has so much on him too, because he has to work all the time. I don't want him to work all the time because it's not good for him either. But people have to make a living, I know. And people have to do what they have to do. Don't make it any easier. I just wish that I didn't have so many health issues. And it's not even my fault. I have them. The asthma was there from when I was little. You see, I was born very small. So therefore, I have very tiny lungs. When I went to the breathing specialist, he said, "You're lucky you didn't have any more issues with all that." Isn't that something? He said, "You're lucky you only came out with asthma." Technically, I'm probably not even supposed to be here because I was supposed to be born October 22nd, not July. And I came out so early. So the fact that I only came out with a disability at most, I think is crazy and cool at the same time. All I know is that I do want a lot of things in my life. Like, I do want to get married. Even if I have to use the loophole to do it. Yeah, there is a loophole. If you decide to live with someone for a long time, you get what they call as a common law marriage. Doesn't interfere with my SSI because it's common law. There's not much you can do about that. It's legal and it's cool because it doesn't hurt my stuff. Do I wish I could really get married? Yes, but because I can't keep my SSI, yeah, some people can. I know they can. But in my case, it would be a different story since that's a different thing. I can't keep mine. I wouldn't be able to. Because of my lovely issues, I need what I have. Specialist for the eyes, it would probably be $120 a visit. Because he only comes to this town to see me and one other person. So yeah. Doctor's visits would have costed me a fortune too. Everything that I do would have been a fortune if I didn't have the graces to get what I have. And even though I don't like it, because it takes everything that you want away from you, it still does what I need it to do. Sometimes you have to do what's necessary to live. And I do what is necessary whether I like it or not. And I don't like it. I hate it. But I don't want my mom to suffer with the whole supporting thing. Because she would suffer trying to support me. And I didn't think she deserved that. Which is why I did it in the first place. I wanted her to live better and be happy, you know? She's all I have left. So that's why I do what I have to do for her. And yes, I look bald. I don't really care. This is what happened. When I was very little, I was in kindergarten. I got head lice. I did get rid of it, but whatever I used probably messed up my hair. So It never grew back the same. I mean, it used to be luxuriously long, like I used to sit on my hair, but it never grew back the way it should have. I always wanted to start over, but now that I'm older, I don't think so. I cut it short because I was tired of long hair, but I will forever always look like I'm losing it. If I am, oh well, I'll get a wig eventually. Point is that that's why I look like that. I think I'm running this video way too long, sorry. I had a lot on my mind. Apparently a lot on my eye too. Anyway, I hope that this video finds everyone well and that I'll try to do this again soon. Thank you again for every sub and every comment, because I do appreciate you all for that, for the caring and time you put just to watch me. I'm sorry that I'm failing you as a YouTuber, but I do what I can when I can, right? I must have started this video a lot too, because it's been hard to just sit down. Mom always needs something. I have to help her. Anyway, I have to go. It's very late. We're early, if you want to put it that way. And I have to be up by 5 a.m. to take my medicine. But thank you for listening, and thank you for all the support. I appreciate every last one of you, and I'm sorry that I'm failing a little bit. I'm doing my best to come back. I hope that you guys have an amazing week, because it's almost a weekend or a weekend, whatever. And don't sell yourself short, and don't let anyone ever tell you that you're not enough, I guess. Don't try to keep up with who you're with, because it could hurt. I'm living proof of that one. I tried so hard to keep up with him. That's how I hurt my ankle. I felt really bad that I hurt myself for that. But then I felt bad because he had to stay with me for that. But eventually he'll get the message that you have to slow down for the one you love. I know he'll get that. I think right now he's getting it. It's this much, really. Alright, well, I have to go. Thank you guys again for all the support and love and whatever. I hope that one day I can do better here. Thanks again. I'll see you around. Bye.